Well, it rained. Not a lot, but at this point we will take whatever we can get. So it rained a little bit. Hi! What are you guys doing out? Did you go through the barn? We have the 3 young ones who went through the barn to escape. Hi, guys! Yeah? Yeah, you guys are pretty young. But you can explore. No problems there. No problems there. They're just hanging out, doing their water chicken thing. I know, I'm always calling them chickens. They're ducks, but I call everybody a chicken. So they're officially water chickens. What? I'll be right back, guys. Do you want to be part of the group? Okay. You can be part of the group. You are part of the group. Yeah, you are. You're definitely part of the group. Yeah. Hello, gentlemen. I got roosters to my side. So it did rain, which took some of the smoke out of the air, but then it stopped raining and the smoke's coming back. There's not much you could do about that. Okay? There's not much you could do. So we are going to sort these guys later today, but we're going to wait and see if it starts raining again. So that one, the big one's Lucky. We like Lucky. Lucky's awesome. And then we got these smaller guys that we have to decide who's going and who's staying. So I have to keep, we have some partridge silkies in there, and I have to keep them because there's a guy coming for one of Tequila's puppies in a few weeks. Obviously, they're not ready to go yet. But he wants Tequila's puppy, one of the boys, and he's coming from about 5 hours away. But he also wants a few partridge silkies, and his wife wants a kitten. So there are a couple of guys I have to hold back, like a couple of silkies I have to hold back, because primarily because somebody really wants them. And I told him no problem. Look at that horse. He rolled in the mud. That's what happened. He rolled in the mud. He loves the mud. That's why he's always dirty, because he thinks mud is the best thing on the planet. So, mud is mud. I don't have a snack right now because I already gave you snacks. Before I started filming, I'm all out. My pockets are empty. My pockets are empty. My pockets are 100% empty. So, here go the ducks behind me. And Pony. Hi. I really don't have any. I don't, buddy. I really don't have any. Did I stop too suddenly? I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? What? I don't. You ate them all. They're not in my pocket. He's checking. He's checking. Ugh, hi, Arwen. Arwen does not like wet. So Arwen's hanging out in here until the wet goes away. She doesn't like the wet. The wet is not fun for her. So, because the wet's not fun, she's going to hang out in here. Which I completely get. Hi, Shadowfax. Gotta watch it. Things get a little slippery when they get a little bit damp. It's almost better if it either really rains and things are like wet, or if... Hi. I know. Or if things don't... If it doesn't rain at all. Okay. I love you. You need kisses. Okay. I know, my bud. You are a really good horse. Did that satisfy you? A few good kisses? Yeah. Sometimes that's just what he needs. Alright, where'd those little baby ducks go? Over there. Okay. I'm just keeping my eyes on them. They have found a bigger duck. So, the other ducks are kind of scattered, and there's a couple under the barn. So, they're just going to kind of follow around bigger duck in hopes of figuring out what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah. It's always hard when you're a baby. When you are a baby duck and you don't know what you're doing yet, then you kind of have to just roll with it. So that's the way that goes. You guys stayed dry, or did you just sit out in the rain? Probably sat out in the rain, because that's what they do. Yeah, they probably just all sat out in the rain, because they don't care. For everyone who says if your rabbits get wet, they're going to get hypothermia and die, well, someone should tell that to them, because they'll sit out in the rain and think it's funny. So, don't even. What's the plan for today? We are going to try to sort those chicks. If we get to it, I have quail eggs to add to the incubator. I'm not going to plant my stuff in the ground. I was going to... Gwen and her babies. I was going to take the stuff that I have growing in the window and put it in the ground. But it depends if the flower bed dries a little bit. It depends. We'll see. So, I don't know if I'll get to that. We will see. Things are drying up pretty quick because we didn't get much rain. I wish we had gotten more. If we're lucky, we'll get a little bit more, but I don't know. I'd really like to. Let's go see if I can see anyone in here. Probably not. Hi, DK. I see DK. I see DK. Do I see anyone else? Meow? Meow? They're all like back under that shelf. So, I'm not going to try and drag them out or anything. Just mama cat. One of the mama cats. I'm not going to try to drag them out. I mean, they can either come out or not come out. They come out plenty. So, we'll just wait and see if they come out or not. Yeah, my basil seems to be growing. My oregano died because the cat laid on it. Which, you know, cats, man. And my beans and peas. Beans and peas. Man, they are coming up, looking good. All types, it seems. All my beans, all my peas, they all seem to be coming up. So that'll be good. A few weeks I'll have those to harvest, which is nice. I'm glad. Because it's June already, but it's hard to get things started here. And over here, are these coming up yet? Sort of, a little bit. So I've got a couple of things coming up in this one. This was pumpkin and cantaloupe. And this one is squash, and I've got a couple of squash coming up. And it's easier to pull the weeds when the thing is wet because they separate better. I'm just going to grab them. Yeah. But this is squash and eggplant. The eggplant's going to take a little longer to germinate, just because that's what it's going to do. So, not much you can do about that. Things take as long to germinate as they take. My feet just got wet. That's because that's where the sump pump hose comes out. I probably shouldn't have walked directly over that, but I did. Hey, little ducks. Hey, little ducks. Does Tristan have to come and take the panel down because you guys don't know how to get back in? Okay, I'll tell him. Whoop, I fell in a hole. Anyway, so we have some stuff that we are going to get to today. And hopefully I can take some pictures of the... Hi! Look at them. These two are really enjoying being out on the grass. I wish Jake would bring hers out on the grass because they would love it. But she doesn't seem to want to bring them out. So... Remember, That's one is from Gwen's litter, the bigger one, and the other one is from Jake's litter. So she's a little smaller, takes a little longer, but is definitely getting there because she's a cutie. She's definitely getting there. Nice, strong kitten. But I'm going to go tell Tristan to take that board down because the baby ducks are confused. They don't remember how to go all the way around. So they're kind of standing there like, I don't know how to get in there. So we're going to give them a hand. Tristan knows where the drill is. I'm not going to go searching for it. I'm going to just ask Tristan. Anyway, we will catch up with the dogs, with the puppies, and then we'll see what else we managed to get done today. It'll be fun. If you're wondering what I do all day, at this point, the answer is hang out with these dear little squigs. Oh my goodness. Look at how cute they are. I like this big guy. Look at that butt. Look at how big his butt is. And yes, that's a boy. That's a big guy. And my favorite is actually this one at the bottom there. That little girl. Man, they're awesome. I absolutely love these puppies. I'll just keep them all. I'll just keep them. I absolutely love them. So I hang out with these guys a lot. I have discovered I can sit and work. I'm a writer. So I can sit and work right with them on my lap. It's fun. And if you're wondering where Mama is right here. She's taking a break. She's just on the other side of the door so they can't find her. She's a really good mama. And right now she's just taking a puppy break. All mamas deserve a break. Human mamas, doggy mamas, it doesn't matter. All mamas deserve a break. And she's taking a break from these little squigs. They're the cutest little thing, really. I really cannot wait. They're 5 days old. I cannot wait for them to grow up a little bit, open their eyes, and then we're going to be spending all day with them outside, running around on the grass. It's going to be so much fun. Anyway, that's what we're doing right now. However, I have to head back outside, and then we got to come back inside and add eggs to the incubator. So let's get a move on. Well, the sun's out, and that sounds like it might be a good idea. A good thing, right? Because the sun is out, yay? Except we wanted more rain. Hi, Shadowfax! We wanted more rain. We didn't get as very much. We got some in the morning, which is fine. That's good. I'm glad we did. But we really need a little more rain than that. So earlier, and I didn't record it because I didn't have my phone with me, we were in the baby barn, and I was checking and deciding who we were going to sell. So Tristan and I did that. We picked 22 silkies. Now, we have been selling the entire time, but we hold back a few, and then we kind of decide later, right? So we had held back a bunch, and so now we were going through the ones we had held back, decided which ones we were going to sell, which ones we were going to keep, and we picked 22 silkies, including 4 of the showgirls, and the showgirls are the ones with hi buddy. This is a pony. The showgirls are the ones with the no feathers on their necks, and I decided not to keep any of them because they're the colors I already have, right? So I already have a blue. He just ran past me, Radagast. I already have Radagast, and I have Saruman, and I have Naked Frizzle, whose name is weird, I know. So I didn't need any of that. I'm not going to keep, I'm not like super into the showgirls. I like having a couple, but I don't want a lot of them. So I don't want ones that are the same color as ones I already have. Okay? I don't want ones that are the same color. So, did you just bite my butt? You did just bite my butt. But I don't want ones that are the same color as ones I already have. So I already have white paint and blue. In fact, my white is there. My blue is there. So I didn't need more of them. So I decided not to keep those 4. I had already sold a whole bunch of them already. So I just don't need that many. Right? I just don't. So that's the way it goes. And Tristan already brought these eggs in. You guys are not laying right now because you're broody. So I'm going to just kick you off. Sometimes you just gotta push them off. Gotta push them off the nest. It's just what you gotta do. Hi, guys. Okay, none for you? Alright. Alright. These guys are only going to be in here another couple of weeks. 3 weeks. Because hatching season's going to wind down. These ladies, there's 2 ladies in here. One lady over there with him. These 2 ladies are moving to their pens in a couple of days. Today is Monday. I think we're doing it Wednesday. And these gentle boys are sweethearts. So, yay. Anyway, that's what we're doing right now. I have to still put eggs in the incubator. I'm a little annoyed that it didn't rain more. I mean, we really could use more rain. But we can see some blue skies, so the smoke's not as bad. So there's that going for us, but it didn't really wet enough down, right, to actually make that much of a difference. I mean, it's good. I don't have to water the garden right this second, but I'll have to water by morning. So it's good, sort of. Like, it's kind of good. Just checking on the kittens, see if anyone's around. Wildfire, are you dead? Probably, huh? Well, you can't be dead if you're moving. She's just right there. Just doing her wildfire thing. That's Pippin in the window. Pippin in the window. But I am annoyed that we didn't get more rain. I would have liked more rain. Would have been good. The more rain, the better. I mean, I don't want it to pour for days on end, but we only got a few millimeters. We really could use more than that. So, I'm not going to worry about it too much. So, but I am really glad that my beans and peas are looking so good. I like my pumpkins to come up, but that's a little bit much to ask. And the reason that's a little bit much to ask is because they haven't been in the ground that long. So, if they were actually coming up, I'd be shocked. Yeah, they're not yet. But I think the cantaloupe is. And the squash is. So, the squash is. The eggplant, not quite. But we'll see. So, I wouldn't mind a few good squash plants. A few nice big squash. What I do with, I've had a few questions about what do I do with all of the produce, because we can't possibly eat that much squash before it goes bad. No. Most of my vegetables, I either freeze. So broccoli and cauliflower, I usually chop and freeze, because it's really easy to throw it into stir fries and stuff. And things like squash, I puree, because I can. I like pureed squash. It's really, really easy. I puree it and then I freeze it. But puree is so easy to add to pretty much anything. Trying to sneak vegetables in on a kid? Purees. They work really, really well. They can go in almost anything. You can add them to a tomato sauce. So if you add squash to your tomato sauce, it thickens your sauce up nicely. And it gives us kind of a sweetness to it. So I do that a lot. I do a lot of pureeing. I like purees. I especially puree my peppers. And the reason I puree my peppers is because I like to have, like, my reapers and my ghost peppers. I like them, my habaneros. I love habaneros. If I puree them, so I roast them. By the way, if you're roasting Reapers or Ghost peppers, you'd want to do it outside. It's very intense. But I like to roast them and then I puree them because one, I can put them in ice cube trays and then freeze them, and I can just take that amount of puree and add it to my stir fries to really spice things up. But they also last a long time, which is good because I'm the only one who really likes stuff that hot. Chickens. So I really like doing that. So for me, I don't like canning, to be honest. I don't love canning. It's just not a thing I enjoy doing. So because I don't really like canning, I like canning. I like the process. I like canning my jams and my pickles. But I don't really like I don't like canned beans. I don't like canned vegetables very much. So instead of canning, I prefer to puree and freeze because then I can just throw them in stuff. I don't like the texture of canned stuff. So I'm a texture person. So because I don't like the texture, I prefer to puree and freeze because then textures are not an issue. So that's what we do with our extra produce. The tomatoes we turn into tomato sauce. There's never enough tomatoes. Even when last year we had so many tomatoes, there still wasn't enough. I think we made, how many jars of tomato sauce did we end up making? I think we made 55 jars or something, and it's all gone. It's depressing. Any kittens want to come out today? I see Jake. And I hear oh, hi! Hello, Smokey and Peaches. Hi! Smokey and Peaches, my perfect kitties. Oh, look at my perfect kitties. Oh, they are so perfect. These are my peaches. These are my peaches. My cute, sweet little peaches. Perfect little kittens. Hi. This is little baby Smokey. This is Smokey. That was a shot of his butt, I guess. That's Smokey. They are fantastic kittens. We absolutely adore them. Hi! Hi, little one! Hello! You want to come? There's another one who's a little bit younger, hiding. You can come? No? Okay. They get a little nervous sometimes. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, those guys start going to their homes 2 weeks, something like that. So, we're going to miss them. But yeah, still one more thing left to do tonight. And that one more thing left to do is add quail eggs to the incubator. We deliberately left that entire row free in the incubator on Friday to add quail eggs because you have to add, oh, there's my little guy, Patches. But you have to leave the quail eggs out of the incubator for an extra 3 days because they take 3 days less to hatch. So there's some timing involved. It's like if you want to hatch chickens and turkeys, well, turkeys take an extra week. So you have to kind of schedule it and write it in your calendar. That's my recommendation. If you are going to hatch in any quantity, you need a calendar. You can use an app. I literally like to just put it on my calendar. It's easier to see. So the 2 kittens we just saw, plus this little guy, Patches, they can start going to their new homes in a couple weeks. So that'll be fun. They're such sweet cats. They're wonderful, wonderful kittens. Anyway, it's time to go inside, worry about those quail eggs. I am very annoyed. I wish it would rain more. It'd be great if it would just start pouring. It's not gonna. Oh well, let's go worry about eggs. All right. Time to put some quail eggs in. So we had left an entire strip so that we could add quail eggs. And I have this cute little basket where I put the quail eggs I would like to use for hatching. To be honest, we eat most of our quail eggs because my younger son really loves quail eggs. Like, he really loves quail eggs. He likes them hard-boiled. He likes them... pretty much, if you can imagine a way to eat quail eggs, he eats them that way. Okay? I make this teriyaki quail egg recipe that I think I actually did in one of my recipes last year. And he really loves it. So, he thinks quail eggs are... well, they are a delicacy. That's not just a think. They are a delicacy. And he really enjoys them. So, these are the quail eggs I selected to stick in here. Hopefully, some develop and hatch. There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. 14. Pop the lid on. Go plug this back in. And hopefully, in a few weeks, we have... hang on. Hopefully, in a few weeks, we have... there we go. Just lining that up. But hopefully, in a few weeks, 2.5 weeks, we have some baby quail out of that, because that would be awesome. Anyway, that is literally about it for us today. The puppies are over here in the closet, settling down, looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like to do a head count. I like to do a head count. Because you never know. You never know. I like to do a head count. So we have 3 over here, 2 with their mama for 5, 6, 7, and 8 in the corner. She loves her babies. She's such a good mama. Anyway, we are going to call it quits for the day. It's kind of dark outside, getting kind of late. So we will come back tomorrow and hopefully do a few more things. I do have a couple of things. Oh, I'm yawning. I'm yawning now. It's so late. But I do have a couple of things I want to get done tomorrow, including making some butter. So we will pick this up tomorrow morning. We'll see you tomorrow. Wait! Don't go anywhere. I forgot we're supposed to candle the eggs in the bubble here. We're supposed to candle these eggs. I forgot. So I'm just opening up a little bag to put the eggs that didn't develop in, because those can go into the compost, but you need some way to separate them just in case one looks like it's rotten and going to explode. So take the lid off. Most of these are silky eggs, and they were the silky eggs that I was unsure of. Turn on the candler. La 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 la. La la la. Shut the light off. Almost stepped on a puppy. And start candling. So that one did not make it. Started developing, didn't make it. That one's going strong. So is that one. Yep. Yep. My own fertility's always pretty good. Yeah, that one didn't go. I don't really care about these ones. These ones are just random layers. This one started, but stopped. Same deal. I don't really care about these ones. These were random ones that I just... well, that one started and died. So you can see the embryo didn't make it. Those ones I didn't care about. These are silky eggs. These ones I care about. So I've got a couple silky eggs. These are the ones I was really unsure about. So any development is better than nothing. That one's developing at kind of an odd angle, but okay. Whatever, it's fine. Don't worry about it. That one blood ringed. So I'm happy with any development for these ones. Yeah, he's moving. Good, good. What you're looking for is veins and movement. That's a blood ring. Veins and movement. Excellent. Good, good. These were eggs that I found. That one started and died. But they were laid in weird spots, so I was never really sure how old they were. So any development is decent development. No, I think he didn't make it. No. Any development's decent development because these eggs could have already been a month old. I found a stash. When you find a stash, sometimes you just go with it. And I found a stash. Alright, so these ones go back in the incubator. Excellent. And yeah, sometimes you don't get a great development rate. That's okay. Again, there's a good chance these are pretty old. So these will go out to the compost pile. The rest of the eggs go back in and continue to develop till they go into lockdown next week. Lockdown this week is a different incubator. So we'll come back tomorrow and lock down some eggs because that's what we do on Tuesdays. Today is Monday. Okay, now for real, I'm going to bed. I just forgot I had to candle some eggs. So for real, I'll see you tomorrow.